Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
101.
I'm so glad that we're talking, because your record is my absolute, I was just saying to Ryan earlier, it's my absolute, like, going home half cut on the bus, feeling slightly sorry for myself, but having a massive comfort blanket around it. And I think it's such a wonderful record, and it feels like it's a record made by people who, like, know what you want to do. And I think that in the context of this conversation, because it takes a long time to work that out, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, all the time, forever, maybe.
Right. So where did that start for you? Like, I mean, I think we're similar ages, right? Like late 20s, early 30s?
Early 30s.
Is this your first band?
No. Well, yeah, we met in a
different band.
We met in another band. Yeah, when we were, like 10 years ago? Coming on 10 years ago, which we figured out recently.
I mean, 10 years is quite a long time to, think about music a lot, especially when you're just trying to pay rent and be like a normal human being. How do you think that you've done it? How do you think you've been able to prioritize music? Is it in the time between jobs?
Yeah, entirely. But I think the older you get doing it, and maybe you disagree with this, but the more you kind of get like so bitter about the fact that you have to keep doing the jobs and doing it around it, that you kind of go even harder into the music thing, and it kind of fuels it in a different way, like
fuels it out of anger.
Yeah, like a little bit.
Well, like, the CV's completely fucked at this point. Sorry, I can't say that.
No, you can.
Sorry. The CV's ruined at this point, and we've been in it too long to stop. And also, I think we went quite hard into bitterness after 2 other bands we were in collapsed and the management company collapsed, and we carried on going. And now, for me anyway, I've got to a place of acceptance and gratitude that we can still do it, and we've got an amazing community of people that we love. Like, we've got loads of weirdo friends who are as stupid as us and keep going, and that is worth a lot.
It reminds me of something like Steve Lamacq said, which was, yes, you can have a stadium band that means a lot to a lot of people, but that doesn't diminish any value of the bands who play to 100 people, more, less. Like, that's as important. Like, it's the same value, isn't it? Keep going, keep doing the thing.
For sure. And it's not really a choice at this point. Like, so we were a couple, and then we broke up, and we were kind of like, oh, that's the end of the band. And I was like, this is, I guess, the time I should probably just fully get a proper job. And because I've been working as a part-time jobs, and I was like, I'll maybe go back into full-time and leave music behind. And then kept writing because it happens. I love writing songs. And then was like to Ryan, I know that you're my ex, but I've got these songs if you want to work with me on them. And then we ended up doing another album, and then now I've moved back to Bristol, and we're back working on music all the time together as like best friends. Because also the connection we have, it takes a long time, I think, to find the right people to make music with, and we just work very well together, I think.
That's cool. It's a very like adult thing to do as well, like come out of a relationship and be like, oh, but we're close. Yeah,
I think though we just built too much of, I think it helps actually if you have like something like a band or a separate relationship, because like when we were doing the band, when we were a couple, it was still kind of 2 different mindsets and hats. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we weren't like super coupley, and then whilst we were recording or playing or whatever, so I think it helps actually having like another element to like rebuild around. Cool. I love the name of the record, Might As Well Play Another One, because it's sort of, I think a lot of bands and artists probably can relate to that, like in my mind, tell me if I'm completely off the mark here, but in my mind it's like I picture like a band playing like a youth centre, like they're not getting paid, they're probably paying out their own pocket to go there, paying for their own taxis home, but they're with their friends, and it's like, well, might as well play another one. I kind of saw that's the picture that it brings to me.
Like, it's kind of a breakup album, but it's also about trying to break up with music and realising that that's never going to happen, because we both, it means too much to us and we both live for it. and yeah, there's always going to be another song and another idea that we have to pursue, and it's everything to us, isn't it? It's, yeah.
Did it take you a little while to like admit that to yourself? Because I think like being British and like 100%. Growing up playing music, people are like, oh, you're a bit of a loser, aren't you? You know?
Yeah.
To get to that point where you're like, no, I do care about this and I do take it seriously.
Yeah, and it has value, even if people around me and, you know, my parents, I think, are perpetually disappointed in the fact I don't make more money, and it's hard sometimes, but also the other side is, you know, we've found something that makes us excited forever, which is amazing. So why give that up?
You're lucky to have that, right?
Yeah,
that's like
totally.
It's a cool thing.
Definitely, yeah.
Speaking of all the jobs that people do, I feel like maybe it's a good time to live. Mary Wallop has said this a few episodes ago, earlier this year. I mean, like, it's an interesting time to live because everything's so shite that you might as well just try and do what you want. It's different now to what our parents went through. Totally. So you might as well work a load of jobs that you're like, oh fuck this, I'm just getting paid for this.
Yeah.
You're not going to buy you're not going to get a mortgage. You're not going to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Might as well like use your money to have fun.
Yeah.
So what are the jobs that you've done?
So many. Like, I mean, I, like many others, started KPing as a teenager.
Classic, yeah.
And then I moved into retail. And then I moved...
Bit softer on the hands.
Bit softer on the hands. And then I was working for HMV and FOP for a long time. And then when they went bust, back into KPing for a bit. And like that kind of like kitchen work and cafes and that kind of stuff. And then receptionist.
Okay.
Yeah.
For what kind of company?
Wow.
We won't name them.
No. It's like those... It's weird because it's like a very made-up job, which is almost exactly what you need around music. I mean, actually, what you really need is something you're super passionate about as well, or something that doesn't matter at all, which is what I have, which is it's just like buildings that house loads of companies, and the buildings hire someone to sit on the front desk,
like a Regis,
essentially. Yeah, like and just like pretend that it's a, you know, pretend you're kind of doing a job, but you're not really doing a job.
Yeah, great.
It's just like
you're the smiling face.
I'm a smiling face.
You get paid. You don't have a KPI. You're like, I took this many phone calls today.
Exactly. There's no KPI, which retail is the worst for.
How do you do that 5 days a week?
I do that. So I do a lot of freelance music stuff as well around Mumble, a lot of like production stuff and bits of touring, but so there'll be months where I'll just do kind of full-time receptionist stuff, and then there'll be months where I don't have to do it as much and it's all ad hoc, and you know, I take it in turns to be super creative and super not.
That's like a good life.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's... And
it sounds good.
It's fine. And sometimes you have to dress up a little bit smart, and you feel like a real human.
Have you got your Wingle pickers? Oh no, you got some school shoes.
Not that far off.
You got some second-hand school shoes.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. But no, I mean, Gina actually got me into the receptionist world. She was doing the same for a while. But
you were on the reception. What was your most memorable moments of being a receptionist, of doing reception?
I mean, it's very unremarkable being a receptionist when all the other companies within the building have their own receptionists that actually know about the businesses, and you are literally just the face that goes, hi, floor 3, or like, you can go in the car park, it's over there. Like, there's so little to the job.
But a lot of people working in reception end up like working for those companies though, right?
They do. You can get poached.
To know them.
You can get poached by the agency.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I didn't get poached.
No, I've
Have you been poached?
I've turned down a lot of poaching.
Is it?
Yeah. Like quite a few. Yeah, it's awful. But there was actually the building I was with for many. I was with a building for about 2 years up until quite recently, and I'd been poached a few times. I was like, I'm a shoe in here. They really want to keep me. Everything's good. And then one day there was an empty floor, so I was like, I really loved this empty floor. So after I finished a shift and security took over, I snuck Gina in and a video friend, and we shot a video in there.
Here we go.
Like without telling the...
Yeah, I know the video you're talking about.
Yeah, totally.
That you snuck in, that's covert.
So, right, it was great. No one found out about it from the company. And then a month or so later, I had an ad hoc shift that I missed and like didn't turn up for. Because I didn't have it in the diary or whatever. And then as part of that, like while they were trying to get in touch with me, they went on my Instagram and sent me like Instagram messages about it. But then I was like, oh, I hope they didn't like look.
Let's scroll.
Anyway, they just like never gave me another shift.
Oh,
so
no.
I mean, it could have been missing the shift, but also I'm pretty certain like it was the video.
Isn't that an anxiety-inducing thought? If you ever do shift work and they don't ask you back, it's why?
Totally. Yeah, it was either because I missed the shift or the music video.
Either you can, either or. A big fan of the work fuck-ups, and I feel like everyone has a few work fuck-ups where they just kind of like smash something or caused a lot of pain or money for their boss. Can you scrape up some old bad memories?
I've got tons. Like
I've got a few.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a fuck up, but I just remember like a really bleak moment. I've done quite a lot of cleaning jobs. It's actually interesting being back in a laundrette, because part of this cleaning job for Airbnbs was also like pressing the sheets. But
that smell.
Oh yeah, which is actually really good. It's really nice.
It's a nice smell. It's like when you go past the laundrette, it's a blast, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely. This job though had some bad smells because it was in a youth hostel / club. And
bad mix.
Yeah, it was really quite grim, cleaning out like men's urinals after like club nights. It's a lot of like food mashed into the urinals. Is that a thing?
Why do people do that?
Yeah, like samosas and Watsits one time, and if someone had pissed in the mattress, the policy was to flip the mattress, just leave it.
Oh wow.
So that was quite grim. And there was a moment where they had this mural in one of the rooms of a Joni Mitchell, like really bad painting, and I caught myself in the mirror with the Hoover, and there was like Joni there and then me, like, this is my life.
As a moment.
Yeah.
I think they can kind of be inspiring, those moments.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because those are the kind of the things that you remember. Yeah. If it's a bad time, it's just like, okay, well, got to do something about this.
Totally. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've had a lot of bad jobs, like most of us.
Yeah, like all bands.
Like all bands.
This is it, isn't it? I mean, obviously this show exists because it's like, okay, someone had to talk about it. Do you talk about it with friends, bands? I mean, your Breakfast Records is
totally
great.
We're all in the same boat.
Yeah, especially I think I don't know, it's like the term lifers comes around a lot, but it's with the guys who, like, all the bands who are no longer like early 20s or, you know, have been doing it for a long time and they kind of are just doing it forever now. They always have like the best war stories about everything, about all the shit things that they have to do. And like our best buddy Emily Breeze, we have like a weekly hangout of just slagging it all off and moaning. And like, I mean, it also just makes for all the best like van talk, doesn't it? Like we were just away with Josh and Dan from Breakfast, and they're all full on. It's amazing. It kind of brings people together. I think
it's the antidote of like the rock star bullshit.
It
stuff
is.
That's just like not real.
It just doesn't exist.
I don't think it does.
Like, no, absolutely not. And when you do meet someone who claims any of that, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it really does. And it's a cliche thing to say, but maybe it's cliche just because it's true. But it is about the music.
Yeah.
And I think about how many great records and bands there are at the moment, and like there's so much good music.
Loads.
And not many people are making money from it.
Yeah.
And you know, not to be like a bummer, but it is like an industry built of people working for free.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what the answer is and I'm not asking you for an answer either. But it's good to good to say that out loud because you care about this thing so much and you put so many hours into it and time and love.
The way it's going, or the way that it is, I think it's just like you have to absolutely adore what you're doing and who you're working with, or it's like it's crazy to do things that you don't like or that you're not like super into, like at this point, I think, because it's all just got to be kind of worth it.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, do you know what I mean? Like whether that's like artistic fulfillment or just like a really great time. I don't know. It's
I think there is something to say for if you just do what you think is cool.
Totally.
Then there is something in that. But I wonder, the caveat to that is it takes time to work out what you think is cool.
Forever, yeah. I think that constantly changes as well, right?
Yeah.
As you like what you think was like fulfilling and cool and good, like now is super different to even like 2 years ago. I think that for us anyway, right?
Yeah. So it's short form video clips now on Instagram. Like that will change in like another couple of years.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What does that mean? And just last question, what does that like mean? How do you two look at it when you're like, okay, obviously like the music is the thing, the album's the thing, but like the marketing of it is a whole separate. I mean, mentioning Breakfast Records as an independent record label, like you guys as a crew with like Getdown Services and Lankamer, you're doing it in a way that feels right.
Yeah.
In terms of like whether that's a music video or like social stuff, I think there is a way to do that with personality.
What's crazy about that as well is everyone has a different answer for the right way to do things. Like even with like breakfast, like me and Josh talk about it a lot about, you know, he thinks a more personal approach is good. Like we're always more keen to like, we have made a lot. Yeah, well, like we've made a lot of really great videos over the last campaign with Clump Collective and Marie and Steph from Clump specifically. Like they've done a lot of the visuals for the record, and like we just want to share all of that all the time because we're like, this is way better than us.
That's
just,
a good point, because there are people that make cool music videos, right?
Absolutely,
so find them.
Yeah, well,
work with them.
Yeah, or at least
collaborate with them.
I mean, it's tricky without budget. Like few of our last records have been, as in like, you know, earlier releases have been like budgetless entirely, and then we would just make it ourselves at home. But it's I mean, we're always trying to provide some kind of visual context for what we do, because I think we don't do something that's like super easy to just like attach to like an aesthetic. Do you know what I mean by that?
I think the artwork makes me think of the artwork and the feel of it is very much how the record sounds and like adds to it.
I mean, that's again credit to the Clump guys for helping with that. I think we've been in multiple projects together, and we've had phases of trying to jump on the trends and do the TikTok dances, and it's just so soul destroying when the thing that you've created that really feels like you, the one space in your life where you feel, you know, authentic, turns into this weird product and actually it's not worth it. And I think that you always say, you know, don't underestimate the intelligence of your audience, and I think that's really true, and people can see through it. So we try and just to some extent do what we actually want to do and feels not too cringe.
And I think that we feel that as listeners, as fans, you know, you can see it, can't you?
Hopefully.
Love the album, Ryan and Gina. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having us.
It is
thank you so much.
It's my absolute, especially now going into winter, I'm going to be loving the album. Like
this is it, because it came out in spring, and I really feel like it's a sad, cold bus journey home. So thank you so much.
Gave people a couple of months to prepare for it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thanks so much.
Cheers for watching. This is 101 Part-Time Jobs. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and all podcast apps. We've done interviews with Aurora, Kneecap, Idols, Lauren Maybury of Churches, and loads more. So tap into 101 Part-Time Jobs on Spotify, Apple, and all podcast apps. Welcome along to 101 Part-Time Jobs. Every single one of our episodes is available ad-free at our Patreon, patreon.com/101 Part-Time Jobs. I know that there are all these messages trying to sell you things that you may or may not want. So for £4 a month, that's around $5.50 US, you can get over 450 of our episodes and every single one in the future, featuring all the brilliant guests that we have week in, week out, completely ad-free. You can head to patreon.com/101 Part-Time Jobs, get all your episodes bother free, and you support us directly. Cheers.